Welcome to Business Vibes Only. How have y'all been? What's going on? Now, I know it's been a minute. It's been a minute right after the No Gatekeeping Entrepreneur Summit that was February 1st. I have some new clients, so many opportunities opened up for me, but I never stopped assisting small business owners, I promise. So that's what we're doing today. Let's catch up. I have a lot that we need to discuss and talk about, okay? If this is your first time tuning into my channel, I am Martika Lee. I am the founder and CEO of Just Mind Your Biz LLC. I am a business consultant helping small businesses to start and grow their business. So today, we got a lot of stuff that we need to talk about. So go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Don't go anywhere. Please stay tuned to this episode. If you are seeing this on Instagram, go to YouTube. I need you to search up. I need you to go ahead and search right now. Do it right now. Go ahead and search Business Vibes Only. If you're seeing this on TikTok, go to YouTube. I need you to look up Business Vibes Only. Okay. That's at business_vibes only. Go ahead and do that right now. So today we're going to talk about business filings. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to do my little happy dance because that doesn't make anybody else happy but me, it seems. Y'all, guess what? It's annual report filing season. I love it. It is annual report filing season, and I am here to do all of the dirty work that you all don't want to do. And I understand you're busy running your business. Let me take care of the filing for you, okay? So if your fiscal year ends in December, so if your fiscal year follows the calendar year, so if you're in the state of Tennessee, your annual report is due in April. It's coming up. It's due April 1st. Come on, let's make sure we get it done, okay? I don't want anybody to have inactive status, right? We need funding, right? We need those opportunities to keep coming. And the only way you can take advantage of those opportunities is making sure that you are valid, that you are, that all of your compliance is accurate, and that you have an active filing status. Okay, so come on now, let's go ahead and file these annual reports. So we're going to get into that a little bit more later because I developed a way through my website to make it easy for you to do so. Okay, so we'll get into that. We're also going to talk about a business license, and we're going to talk about the differences. Some need to renew and some don't, so we'll get into that also. There's a BOI update. Y'all know I'm so sick and tired of BOI. Thank y'all for the views. Thank you for the TikTok views. I want to say on 2 of my TikTok videos, they were over 50,000 views. Thank y'all. But I'm so sick and tired of talking about BOI. But I'm going to give you yet another update today. Okay. We're going to talk grants, free money. Yes, we're going to talk grants. And then, we'll just kind of chat a little bit after. I want to see, what have y'all been up to? I want to see how things are going. Okay, so stay tuned. Let's talk business. So like I said, it is annual report filing season. That's right. If you have an LLC, this is the time for you to file that annual report in the state of Tennessee. So let's just be clear. Today, I'm only going to focus on my limited liability companies, okay? So nonprofits, this is not for you today. We will definitely do another episode so I can get you all caught up and make sure that you have all of the right records and reporting that are accurate for the state of Tennessee. So just for my LLCs today, let's talk about business filings, okay? So, like I said, if your fiscal year ends in the calendar year, your annual report is due in April. And so my team and I, we have developed a process on my website. Now, let me tell you how this started, okay? This started, as far as developing the process started, because I have plenty of clients in which normally they would just contact me and I would get their information and we would go ahead and just renew their LLC. Nothing, go ahead and take no time because they were already active clients of mine, already had their information, no problem. But then at the No Gatekeeping event, I ran into a lot of entrepreneurs that were telling me that they were using InkFile, that they were using LegalZoom, and they had no idea what they paid for, okay? I have one client. She's a new client now. I don't think she's going to go anywhere now because after spending over $1,000 for a single member LLC, she's not even sure if they filed her business license. She just doesn't know. But what she does know is she spent over $1,000. And I want to say they charged her $200 to be her registered agent. Listen, okay. If you have an attorney that is that you've already been working with your business, okay? Especially if you have a multi-series LLC. So for most of my solopreneurs that do not have an attorney on retainer, you're a single member LLC, like I said, be your own registered agent. There is absolutely no need to pay a third-party entity to accept legal documents on your behalf. That's all it is. Let's not get carried away with the term. What is a registered agent? A registered agent is the individual that you authorize to receive legal documentation on your behalf. That's it. That's it. They're getting your mail. You're paying those folks to get your mail. And 9 times out of 10, they're not even receiving anything. So save your money, okay? So I started this process on my website to make sure that you are well informed on exactly how much the actual fees cost. The Tennessee Secretary of State's office for an LLC, things have changed a bit, okay? So starting this year, you have to create a TN-CAB account. Before, when you go to the Secretary of State's website, you didn't have to create an account. You didn't have to log in. You just go through the process. If you know how to do it, you know how to search it, you can use your control number, you know how to go through the process, right? But now they make you create an account. So you log in with your email, create a password, and then you have to go through there, and the interface has changed. So you just got to look around a little bit and find what you're looking for. But so the TN-CAB account has changed. Now also, and this is a good thing, because maintaining a business in Tennessee compared to other states is really expensive. So annual filing is still $300 for LLCs, okay? It used to be $300, and then you would have to pay an additional $50 for every additional member. They used to, a couple of years ago, you used to get just 2 members for the $300, and then every additional member after that was $50. Now, okay, now it's 6 members or less, $300 even, flat rate, okay? More than 6 members in your LLC, then you're paying $50 for every additional member, okay? So please know that $300 that is paid to the Secretary of State's office. So I need you to keep that in mind when you're paying these third-party sites and they're giving you some outrageous number. $300 is going to the Secretary of State's office. Okay, great. If you need to change your registered agent and your principal office address, that is a separate form that has to be filled out, and they charge an additional $20 for that, okay? Trying to think what other costs. If you are inactive status and because you did not file your annual report last year, you have now expired. If you are inactive, there are a lot more steps that you have to take in order to become reactive in the system. So if you want to be renewed and reactivated, you have to get a letter of tax clearance, okay? Which means that your state taxes have to be paid in full. You have to have a 0 balance, and then they release a tax clearance letter. That letter is $75, which then allows you to be able to file your annual report, and you have to pay another $300 on top of that. And let me tell you, it does not matter if you do it now or you wait until November, December. Come the following year, you still have to pay that additional $300. I hope that makes sense. I had a client that towards the end of the year, she had an opportunity come about, and she's like, oh my goodness, my business is inactive status. I forgot to renew. No problem. We went through the steps, right? And so that was like November. It was towards the end of the year. But circle back around in April, still having to pay that annual filing fee, even though it's only been a few months since she renewed. So just want to keep you informed on that. Oh, so yes. So next, let's talk about your business license. All right. So in Tennessee, You have to pay the county and you pay the city. You pay the county $15, you pay the city $15. If you're in Davidson County and Nashville is your city, then you're going to pay Davidson County $15, you're going to pay Nashville $15, and they allow you to send that in one payment for $30. If Nashville is your principal office city and Davidson County, right? But if you are in Davidson County and you're in, for example, Berry Hill City, you have to send $15 application to Berry Hill. You have to send a $15 application to Davidson County. All right. So that is a process that we take care of for you as well. That way you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about if it's being done properly, if the application is being filled out properly. We will also renew your business license. Now, understand this. In 2023, the law changed that you no longer are liable for business tax if your annual revenue is less than $100,000. That means that you have a minimal activity business license and you make less than $100,000 in the year, you no longer have to pay business tax. But that also means that you now have to file and renew that business license every year. Okay. If you have a standard business license, which means that you are responsible for paying business tax, when you pay your business tax, they accept that as your renewal and they send they send that renewal status to the county and to the city. Make sense? So let's make sure we understand that again. If you have a standard business license, which means that your company makes more than $100,000 within the year, you pay your business taxes and you do not have to pay a separate fee to renew your business license. If you are a minimal activity business making less than $100,000 a year, you do have to renew your business license to the county and to the city. All right. Feel free to contact me anytime. You can go on my website. You can go through my social media and I can definitely help you with that process. All right. Let's see. What do we have next here? BOI, child. Okay. So y'all remember... Okay, for those of you that don't know, BOI stands for the Beneficial Ownership Information Report. Okay, the Corporate Transparency Act enforced the Beneficial Ownership Information Report. Pretty much they wanted all reporting companies, so registered businesses like LLCs, corporations, they wanted all reporting companies to report the ownership interest holders of their company. Okay. And this was being managed and enforced by FinCEN, which is the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. Okay, they're trying to catch the criminals. Okay, so remember, it was supposed to be due by the beginning of the year, by January 1st. If your business had started, if you had incorporated your business before January 1st of 2024. Then you had to file the BOI report by January 1st of 2025. Okay. If you incorporated your business within the year of 2024, you only had 90 days to file your BOI report. And remember, they were, threatening us with all these hefty fines, right? $500 a day, up to $10,000. You could do up to 2 years of jail time if you were, reported to make false claims or reporting. All that scare tactic stuff, okay? Just like the IRS try to do sometimes, all of that, okay? And so at the end of the year, they were going back and forth, right? It was in court. Started with a federal court judge in Texas. I did all the reporting, all the specifics of it, and they just went back and forth for a couple of weeks. 1 week it was one thing, we didn't have to report. Then the next week we do have to report. And then they gave they extended the deadline. And then the week after that, you don't have to report. It's a bunch of foolishness. Okay. And then on top of that, what really made me upset is, for business owners that you're running your business, you're engulfed in whatever the activity is of your industry and your business, and you're not paying attention to the news or reading business journals or news articles, or if you didn't see it on social media. So what really made me upset were all the entrepreneurs that were like, wait, what is this? Not one letter had gone out, at least not that I've seen. Not one letter had gone out from the state of Tennessee informing business owners of this report that you were trying to charge people a fine of $500 a day, and you never even properly informed them that they needed to, that they had this compliance, that they had to give this information. It was just a mess. So to skip to the good part, which is that, and this sounds crazy, but I didn't make the rules. Okay. I didn't make the rules at all. So the BOI report is indeed required, but get this, the IRS has determined that they're not going to enforce it. I know that sounds crazy. So you're like, okay, how is it required, but they're not going to enforce it? Exactly what I said. I'm just giving you the legal terms behind it. Okay. So file it, don't file it. It pretty much means, they want you to file it, but they also aren't going to penalize you in any way if you don't file it. Okay. So that is the final say and the ruling. It has been that way since the beginning of January, and nothing has changed since. So BOI, I hope it's done. I hope it's over. Just, I'm okay. Hopefully we won't have to speak about BOI again. Okay. I would appreciate that. We're moving on. Let's talk about money. All right. So I told y'all a couple months ago that I was really getting into grants. I've been doing a research on my own. I do indeed have a Hello Skip account. Okay. I am an advocate of Hello Skip. I like it. They definitely do indeed grant a lot of money throughout the year. Yeah, they definitely do a great job of that. And every Tuesday and Friday, they do this instant grant. All you have to do is just quickly apply for it. And you can do this for free, okay? I'm going to put my referral code in the comments if you just want to use my referral code, okay? But they do this for free so you can have a free account every Tuesday and Friday at 2:00. All you have to do is, once you create your account, you apply for the instant grant. They even show you how you can use ChatGPT. You can use AI to answer the questions. We'll get back to that part because that part is kind of tricky. But for the instant grant, it's not really based off of your answers. They do want you to have at least have the foundation of your business. Okay, so it would be great if you go ahead and have your website, have your domain, for your email and your website. Go ahead and have the foundation set, because I've been a part of it for months now, and every week that I tune in, they're starting to put some more parameters as far as making it fair, making it more accessible to the business owners that already have that set foundation, and not somebody that just comes in, says they have a business. They're not really operating. They don't have a website, because they don't require that you have an LLC either. So you can be a sole proprietorship. Somebody that says they have a business and doesn't actually have a business. We all know plenty of people like that. I know you know plenty of people like that. Okay. So instead of those individuals getting grants, it would be best for the ones that are actually working hard in their business, the ones that actually need the funding, the ones that actually, have a business plan, a blueprint. They want to make it fair. So I would say, go ahead, create your Hello Skip account, use my referral. Okay. And every Tuesday and Friday, tune in. So that's all you have to do. I'm sorry. I was telling you the process. Apply, and then you click on the YouTube link that starts at 2:00 Central Time. All right. And you just watch the live YouTube, and he spins the wheel, and they do like a random choosing of a business, and you have 60 seconds once he calls your name, 60 seconds to put in your personal PIN code. They have plenty of assistants and people that are always watching the chat, looking for your PIN number. And if you put your PIN within 60 seconds of them calling your business, there you go. You've won a grant. And it's normally $1,000, and they do multiple rounds of that $1,000. So that's a great way to go ahead and get started. Hello Skip. I like it thus far, and it has taught me a lot for sure. In addition to that, you also will have access to a long list of grants that are available. Okay. They give you the deadlines. They give you all the details that you need for each grant, because of course, not all grants apply to everybody. Some of them are based on industry. Some of them might be for women-owned businesses. Some of them might be for men. Some of them might be, which I'm gonna be real with you. I said that just to be fair because I know that they do indeed exist. Okay, so let's be clear. They do indeed exist, but I don't see as many of the men only grants out there, but they do indeed exist. I have seen a couple. Okay. But to be fair, like I said, they apply to certain demographics. Okay. And certain industries. All right. There also may be certain requirements, like Skip does a $10,000 grant in which sometimes the requirement is that you have to have a detailed business plan. Okay. And they have other services that they offer as well. So I have found Hello Skip to be, pretty useful. I haven't won a grant yet. I'm waiting on my time. I haven't won a grant. So I'm working on that. I'm working on spending more time just filling out the grant applications. And I'm gonna get there. Because as soon as I have more access to funding, I'm gonna make sure y'all have more access to funding. That's what I love. That's what I do. I want to make sure that we all win. We all are in this together. Y'all know, no gatekeeping. I believe in community. So check out Hello Skip. And, if you've been using it already, put something in the comments. I want to know if you want a grant, right? Or if you want a grant outside of using Hello Skip. I want to know. I want to know what your experience has been thus far. Okay. So let's see here. Oh, by the way, on my newsletter, my No Gatekeeping newsletter, I also send out a list of grants every time I send out the newsletter. So if you want to be a part of the newsletter to get more information about a little bit of everything that I talk about on Business Vibes Only on my platforms, and more about growing your business, more about sales operation strategy, about business credit. It's something I'm definitely getting into as I've been having conversations with more and more financial advisors. So yeah, any of that good information to start and or grow your business, I put it in the newsletters. I send it out. I promise you, I'm not gonna bug you with the emails. I get sick of it too. Okay, I promise you, I'm not one of those people where I'm just gonna be sending you an email every other day. I'm not going to do that to you. So go to my website, hit the join us, fill out a brief form, giving me your information, your email, your name, and go ahead and be a part of the No Gatekeeping community. Okay. Stay connected for sure. Stay connected. Let's see here. Oh, okay. So being that it is annual filing season, okay, it is tax season. So let me tell y'all a little bit about myself. Okay. I started my first business in 2017. Okay. And some of you have heard me tell this story before. We made all the mistakes. We had a great business model. We had contracts with several different dealers. We had all the right equipment. We were given a lot of good information and great business model. And the money was coming in, but as quick as it was coming in, it was going out because we didn't know anything about taxes, state and federal, and the compliance reports, and structuring our entity the right way. We didn't know anything about any of that. And it drained us to the point we had to dissolve the business. Okay. So that's how I got my start was bumping my head, making the mistakes. Yeah. And that's how we are here. So after that first business, I was like, okay, I have to learn taxes. I have to learn tax law. And I was trained through United Way's program. They have a VITA program. They trained me to be the tax side manager. So I oversaw about 6 or 7, because they were part-time. They were volunteers, but we also trained them and they, would volunteer their time. Most of them had an accounting or bookkeeping background, or like a finance background. I'm thinking of one person in particular. She was a mortgage broker. So most of them had some type of finance background, and they were volunteering their time to prepare and file individual tax returns. So I oversaw, there were about 7 preparers at the location that I was managing. And we had very limited hours during the week. From what I remember, like I said, this was a while ago. So from what I remember, we were open like Tuesday, Fridays, and Saturdays or something like that. And we were only open for, I think, about 6 weeks. But during that time, oh my gosh, we had over 300 transmissions. And as soon as I would open the door, we had a line of people. Normally, an hour or two after we opened, I had to put a sign on the door saying we couldn't accept anybody else. Because by the time we got through all the people that were sitting there waiting, it was closing time. I really enjoyed that experience, and I learned a lot about people. I learned even more about tax law. And so that's how I got my start, was after having a business, learning tax law. So when you learn tax law, you have to know the reports and the filings because they kind of go hand in hand. Kind of like what I was saying as far as the business license, right? You know, you had to know if you have a minimal activity, then you have to do this. If you have a standard business license, you have to do this, right? The filing and the reports go hand in hand with taxes. I have been a tax preparer for about 8 years now. I've been very, quiet about it. I do it just to educate individual tax preparers. I do not file S corps or corporation entities at all. Okay. I always refer people that if you are S corp tax filing status, or if you are a corporation, if you're not a pass-through income, so that is sole proprietorship and LLCs. If you're not pass-through income, you need an accountant. And for many of y'all LLCs that have not elected S corp status, many of y'all need an accountant as well, because you don't, there's a lot of things that you're not taking advantage of, and you're paying more than likely than you should. All right. So JP Tax Pro, we focus on individual income tax. Okay. But when it comes to your business, I want you to have a CPA. I want you to have an accountant. I want you to have a good bookkeeper. All right. And one person that I love her content. And she really, really knows her stuff. That is GIP Financials. It is founded by Sonia Jones. She was actually a sponsor for No Gatekeeping Entrepreneur Summit. I love her content. I want y'all to go and check out GIP Financials. I'm going to tag them in this post. Make sure that y'all have their Instagram. She also has a podcast as well, so be sure to stay tuned and check out the podcast, subscribe the videos. It's great information. Okay. I love the way she breaks down like the difference of what a balance sheet is, what profit and loss statements. And you know what? I recently saw a video of hers where she put somebody on blast. Fake news, played the clip. Okay. And I oftentimes deal with the exact same thing of people asking me questions like, hey, I saw this on TikTok, or I saw this on Instagram, and they send me the clip. And I'm like, this person that's claiming to be a multimillionaire has absolutely no clue what they're talking about. I've heard supposed multimillionaires telling you that you can file your LLC through the IRS. Since when? No, that's not how that works at all. So I want y'all to stop listening to these fools and get with somebody that really knows their stuff, that can really break it down to you and can really push your business forward. Okay. Let's get to the money. Let's get to the financials. And most importantly, before you can grow your business financially, before the grant money starts coming in and you're building your business credit and you have access to loans so that you can expand or buy that equipment that you need, expand your team, expand your communication software, because that's something that I'm working on myself. Like, before you do that, how about you learn how to manage the money that you have now? I say all the time when I pray to God, I ask God to bless me financially, but also to guide me on to be a good steward of my finances now, so that when the money is flowing in, I won't mismanage those funds as well. Get with a good accountant. Get with a good bookkeeper, please. Okay. Check out GIP Financials. Okay. I'm telling you, Sonia Jones and her team, they know their stuff. Okay. For real. They can help you out. And everybody's always asking me, do you know a good accountant? There you go. Right. And then also, I have a CPA on my team that, some of my clients that have reached that status where they need a bookkeeper, they need somebody that's filing their business taxes, McGee CPA services, Derek McGee, absolutely phenomenal. He and I work together. So as a consultant, I help. There are a few of my clients in which I help them with their organization and their reporting, and I go ahead and I provide that to Derek McGee, of course, with their permission. And we work together in making sure that the client has everything that they need. That's the best part that I love about being a business consultant and about, the no gatekeeping community is that, I want for entrepreneurs to feel well supported. I want you to feel like you have a team around you to handle every aspect of the business for you, and that your team be working together, collaborating to make sure that you're well taken care of so that you can be your best self in your business and do what you need to do, right? That's that on that. Let's see here. So, do y'all remember we talked about doing things different? We talked about being the change, not just talking about it, but being the change, actually doing what you said you were going to do. I didn't want for No Gatekeeping Entrepreneur Summit to just be an event that everybody talked about and you attended. And I had people that even weren't able to attend say, hey, how was the event? I'm sorry I couldn't make it. I saw your ads. I saw your promotion. How did it go? All of that is great. But more than just talking about it, I wanted it to be a spark. I wanted it to be a catalyst to motivate entrepreneurs to do things differently. If what you've been doing hasn't worked, it's time for you to change, right? So where's your business plan? Yeah, your business plan, right? Where's that blueprint that we talked about? Have you been following the steps? And it's okay if you had to go back and make some revisions and some changes to your journey. That's absolutely fine. But I need you to have a plan. Where's the plan? What are you doing? Where are you? It's March. It'll be April in a week. What are we doing? Right? Are you checking in to make sure that you're on course? Do you have an accountability partner? Get you a coach or a consultant, right? Make sure that you're on your path and your journey. Are you serious? Are you being serious? This is your life, your livelihood. I thought we're building generational wealth, right? Everybody's talking about it. I thought we're building generational wealth. We're owning, right? Not just collaborating or partnering. We're owning, right? Where is it? Are you being a part of the change? I'm being serious, I want to see things done different. I want to see you collaborating. A lot of people were talking about a post that sparked a lot of conversation here in Nashville. I want to say it was posted by Joshua Mundy. He's the CEO of Pivot Technology. And he was just giving his perspective on feeling like Black Nashville doesn't work together. From my perspective, from my bubble, my circle, the people that I know who are doing absolutely phenomenal things, okay? Groundbreaking leaders, for real. If you were at the No Gatekeeping Entrepreneur Summit, you met many of them that have completely changed Black small businesses here locally. And now they're expanding and they are impacting other cities, right? In my circle, we're open, we share, we collaborate, we partner. We don't have a problem. If it's something that I can't do, I know somebody else can. My slogan for No Gatekeeping has been that we promote collaboration over competition. And in my circle, that's the case. But I do understand that there is a broader view of entrepreneurs, not just in Nashville, but, all over the country. For the Black community, we're not working together. Come on, be the change. Support each other. Now, collectively, we taking Target down. Collectively, we are taking Target down. And collectively, right, I just saw an article that talked about Costco's tremendous growth in its first quarter of the year. What? All because Costco stood their ground and said, no, we're not dropping our DEI initiatives. We're not dropping our DEI programs at all. Diversity, equity, inclusion will stay, right? And now you're seeing what happens to corporations like Target, which, to be honest with y'all, it hurt my feelings because I loved me some Target. Past tense. I loved me some Target. Okay. Some of my favorite black owned brands. Target. Y'all done heard me say that before. So how is it that we can come together on this large scale? And I'm proud of us. We come together and we are showing this nation how powerful our dollar is. We are showing this nation that I think it's the $1.7 trillion that we spend a year as black people. We showing them what we can and what we will not do with our money. And it is affecting our economy. It's affecting the large corporations that think that they can just do whatever they want to do. No, you can't. You can, but it comes with consequences, right? So as much as we can come together to make that type of impact and change happen, if y'all been looking at the stock, I think Target is TGT. Come on now. Y'all been looking at Tesla. You've been looking at some of these companies for real, like we've really made a serious impact and a difference. If we can do that by boycotting a corporation, then we can do the same as far as supporting each other and making sure that we are circulating our money within our own businesses, within our own community. Okay. So be the change. Work together. Be more mindful and intentional with how you spend your money. It's a tool. I want us as black people to understand that more. I want us to invest. I want us to get out of this mindset of thinking that we need things, things that hold no value, that we need those things. We need to look a certain way, but not actually have what we say we have. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all see it all over social media. Come on now. They renting all these luxury vehicles and they are luxury up and down. They don't own anything. I want us to get out of this mindset. And I want us to, mature and to be the change. I believe that this is our year and we can do it. So thank you for tuning in. I really hope that this information has been helpful. Please, 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 if you have not filed your annual report, I know you're sick of me saying it, go ahead and check out my website. Go to justmindyourbiz.com. I've made the process very easy. You go to services and you'll see Tennessee business filings. Just click on that, fill out the form, and within 48 hours, myself or an assistant will contact you and we'll go ahead and send you your updated report and you're good to go. We're going to take care of, depending on how you fill out the form, we'll take care of your annual report for your articles of organization. We'll take care of your business license. If you need to change your registered agent or if you need to change your address, we'll take care of that for you too. Okay. Made the process as simple as possible. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to me. I would absolutely love to be a part of your business and your team and see you grow and thrive. That's what I'm here for. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'm not going to disappear. I promise you it won't be a while. I won't take as long until you see me again. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Let's talk business later.